We're going to be starting with Cancer signs today. Thank you for joining Crystal Blue Tarot. So let's get this started. Let's put these out. Let's put them over here. What is in the air for my Cancer signs? Let's put that here. Alright, so Cancer signs, what we got going on here for you. So the governing card is the Three of Wands. You're sitting here and you're waiting. You're seeing what's going to happen. Waiting, watching everything. The fire is lit right there. We need 3 fires. So that's symbolically 3 people are raging of things, watching you, looking out in the mist, trying to see what you do, watching, seeing what's coming for you. And I'm getting the Two of Wands from 3 of Wands to 2 of Wands. You're waiting. You've been waiting for something. Waiting, and you saw there was like a 2 of Cups, no connection. Of some sort of a separation or breakup or to that nature, no connection, waiting for an Emperor to come by. So an Emperor, waiting this for Emperor to come by, and you know they were being underhanded. But I'm getting the Magician reverse. You're restricted. You're unable to cross some boundaries. That's you. You're unable to cross some boundaries. So I'm getting here, you passionately, you just like, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to be on my way. I'm going to see you from afar because I have boundaries over here. And I'm going to listen to, you know, what actions I need to take. And you're waiting. So I'm getting like the Ace of Wands. You're getting an idea. Something is popping in your head. And you waited. You waited and you see that there's no 2 of Cups here. And you're just, you know, you got over this nightmare. This is coming up reverse, a Knight of Swords. It's no longer a nightmare, and you got yourself out of this nightmare when it has to do with this Emperor who was being embodying the Magician reverse. That's what I'm getting over there. So I'm going to do some clarifications and see what comes out. Now, the Emperor embodying the Magician reverse, it could be, you know, it suits your story. So give me the clarification for the Emperor. The Emperor is someone who's been silent, popping up as the High Priestess, someone who's been silent. And then you've been watching them being silent. Give me the clarification for the 2 of Cups reverse. Again, contemplating on so many things. Looking at so many ways how they should do, you know, so many ways that led up to this misconnection, and just all being underhanded, being a Magician reverse. I think what they were trying to manifest, it did not manifest. It came back to them. So give me clarification for the 10 of Wands. Here you go. You're starting a whole new beginning again. A Fool. You packed your bags. You're just like, you know what? I'm just going to be on my way. Here's your suitcase. You got your coat on, your dress and everything, and your shoes and everything. And you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to be on my way to see what is out there. And to seeing everything from afar. Looking at everything. But, you know, you're restricted. You can't cross some boundaries. You can't cross boundaries to take action. So you just sat there and you waited because there was just no connection, no contacting each other. And you looked for many ideas, like, how you should contact. Should you do it this way? Should you do that way? You were contemplating so many ways because you did not want to be in a nightmare at all. And because this Emperor has been really silent. And I'm getting the Emperor and the reverse, and the Empress. So these two people have been, these two individuals have been silent, or to that nature. So this Empress has been silent as well too, and this Emperor has been silent too. So you were like embodying, and then things were just being underhanded. So give me clarification for the Three of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Again, nothing was, jointly together. Nothing was given. And it was just waiting to watch what was going to happen, taking action. The action was just like just waiting, a lot of waiting. Give me clarification for the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, that's a whole new beginning. It's not being materialized, so I believe feelings are coming in. The Ace of Wands taking action on, preserving this love, this Ace of Cups, and trying to get out over a nightmare or something, not be in anxiety, not be in your head. It's not the Eight of Swords, but it's the Knight of Swords. Getting over anxiety and things of that nature. So passionately you did this. You watched. And you're restricted. You have boundaries to take action, boundaries to even show, and you just wait and watched because there's no coming together, or there's a misconnection or to a nature, and things were just being underhanded, and looked for opportunities like how to manifest this, but things were not getting manifested. Give me clarification for the Nine of Swords reverse. Getting over a nightmare for a Ten of Pentacles. Starting something, full-fledged. Give me clarification for the Ten of Pentacles. So these are good cards. And, Ten of Pentacles. And not being in your ego at the same time. You're not being in your ego at the same time. And so, I need clarification for the Two of Wands. Yes, waited. Someone's popping up as a King of Swords, waited for this King of Swords, to disconnect with you. And, you were looking at everything so many ways. You were looking at so many ways. Alright, I think that's good for tonight. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again. Thank you, everyone.